here with Trey, and so why don't you explain a little bit what your exact role is at Honda and how things have gone so far this season?
Yeah, so my technical role is a test rider, so that's probably one of my main objectives is to help them get through parts, trying to find direction, trying to move the ship along as far as development for our race team, and then also on the production side a little bit. And then the other side of that is I'm also, I guess you could call me a consultant coach, something like that here at the races. These guys have their own coaches, their own trainers. I try to be here and just offer my perspective, and then also just try to help them communicate the best they can to the people turning the wrenches as far as what needs to happen with the bike.
So is it almost, are you like a rider liaison kind of thing, or
I guess you could call it something like that. I don't know what that term exactly is, but I guess I just take my experience and try to offer help where I can.
So this year was a big year, at least for the 250s, getting a pretty much all new bike. Do you help with both 450 and 250, or do you stick? I
would say that I help probably more with the 450, being that I have more of a relationship with Ken and that side of things. I do help where I can with the 250s. But man, it's a lot, especially on a race day. For us to kind of be there, 250, watch the 450, come back. The 250s almost need to kind of have debriefs taking place. But I help where I can. But I would say I'm probably more heavily involved with the 450 side.
So recently, Ping was talking about like brand ambassadors after racing kind of thing, and I see a few different avenues for ex-racers that don't want to just go away, because some are over it and they just want to be out of the industry. Some people want to come back. I mean, you look at kind of like McGrath or Villapoto, they seem to be that brand ambassador fun thing, but then see guys like you that are like more more involved with the logistical, serious part of it. So was that ever a decision, or were you already after racing saying, hey, I want to contribute to winning races still?
Yeah, it's a tough transition. I think for everyone that goes through it in all athletics, not just in our sport, there's a little bit of an identity crisis, and so I definitely went through that in the first year of retirement. So when I got this opportunity, I wasn't sure that I really wanted to do it. It's not like I really just sought after it. But Eric Kehoe, who's the manager at the time, called me and asked me if I was interested. I said, why don't I just go ride and see if I can even still ride, and see if I can be a benefit. And went and rode, and it was a fun day, and I felt like I could contribute something, and so it just kind of went from there. But I really enjoy it. For me, like the retirement side of things, not really having an objective, or it's easy to kind of lose focus of like purpose. And so this gives me something that I feel like I can, I spent the last 20 years developing a skill. And so for me to be able to bring that into something else is pretty cool, whereas the other side of just, a brand ambassador thing, which I like, I don't know how much of that I could, bring into, help me out.
Yeah, so I mean, you're probably the worst person to equate this to, but I mean, sometimes pros living that professional life can be very selfish. Like everything is kind of, it has to be.
Oh yeah.
If you want to win.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, you're a nice guy. You're not. You never seemed like that when you were racing. But is there a different joy or happiness or emotional feeling when your guys do good, when it's like it's not you, but it's something you contributed to?
Yeah, I mean, I struggle with that. I think part of what makes people a champion is being able to not be selfish, but to be so hyper focused, that you really do make the right decisions that allow you to become a champion. And to not be selfish is I think it can be a little bit of a weakness at times. Honestly, I think for me it was at times, but so I think that held me back a little bit. But this is really cool for me, because I get to kind of be involved with the team, and then you kind of see it more I think when you're racing, you focus on yourself. Whenever I've been a part of this team, it's like when we succeed, we all succeed, and that's a fun feeling, you know, to be able to do that together.